Hey everybody, this is Zetsu852, and today I'm going to be telling you how to get over 1,000,000 Dungeoneering XP a day, possibly more. It really doesn't require too much effort. And the reason that I thought about doing this video is some of my friends have trouble getting their large dungeons or finding teams for it, or even just getting their low level floors done fast. To be honest, the fastest I've gotten these floors 1 to 30 done was about 45 minutes. And that was just because what I did is I went and found my own team. I'll show you guys how to do that in just a bit. So the only reason I'm actually doing a solo dungeon at the moment is just because I'm 17k until 89 dungeoneering. And the reason I just wanted to do floor 44 on this was because at 89 I unlocked 45, and then I can just host that floor next and just get another large done. Anyway, what is it? Oh, I also decided to do a medium dungeon, and that's just so I can make damn sure that I level, because it's just 17k until I level, which isn't much. The thing with dungeoneering, it's really fucking easy, to be honest. And what is it? The sad part is there's a lot of people that are like total bitches when it comes to dungeoneering. And the reason I say this is because not the last floor but the floor before, this guy, we went into the dungeon and we got like halfway through and he was the host of the dungeon. And the sad part is that he fucking died once and just completely left. Everybody left. The whole dungeon was completely dead then, and I just had to leave it. And I was like, what the fuck? The thing is that the guy was too much of a pussy just to take one death because of like was it like a 3 to 5k XP loss? Not even. So he's gonna really just bitch over that when we're like most of the way through a dungeon. The funny thing is, when I left there and went to get into a different floor, and that was on floor 41, the the host who was doing that, he actually invited the same guy. And I tried telling him, I'm like, dude, you're making a mistake. He's just gonna fucking leave once he dies. And he's like, no, and he invited him anyway. The cool part is that guy didn't die until like the very end of the dungeon, like when we were on the boss, so that was good. Which was kind of funny because then I just started giving him a ton of shit. I'm like, oh, you're not going to rage quit right now even though we're most of the way through the dungeon? And he's like, no, shut the fuck up. So, what I did is shit, one sec, I got to charge my prayer real fast. Just quick recharge, and back in we go. Alright, anyway. So what I was saying is he got all mad, and not only that, it was a Necro Lord, and he just wanted me to fucking tank everything. So what I did is, when we got to where everyone was there, I had the group gate stone. I dropped it at the home teleport. Nobody had it gated, and I told him that he had to run the gate stone to the boss, and that was the only way we'd get it there. If he left, then I would have taken it, but I just wanted to see him possibly die and rage quit, which would be funny. It would have been worth finding the gate stone again and getting out to him. Let's see. Let's see if I level. Yes. And there we go, 89 dungeoneering. Oh, there's a new boss. I'm going to have to look up how to do that one first, because I've never in a million years even thought of how to fight that one. Okay, so now that we're out here, I'm going to show you guys how to make a team. And all you're going to do is, like, I'm not actually going to make a team right now. Like, I'm just going to show you. And what you're going to do, I'm just going to turn trade off and go to that window. So I'll say, here, I'll go up here and I'll just show you what I'd say. And okay, so I'd simply say like HF43 large trade me, right? Not only that, but then I'd there's other ways to do it. You could just be like F43L trade me, or F43 large trade me. Or if you want to be really lazy, you could just be like 43L, 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 but that's really fucking generic and nobody's going to trade you. And the reason you want them to trade you is just so then you know who to invite to your dungeon party, and then you get a full team of 5, you get everybody to the floor you want, everything else. What I like to do personally is I like to do a complexity 1 rush with a team of 5 through 1 through 30. And doing that, I once got floors 1 through 30 done in about 45 minutes. Wasn't bad at all. What is it? There's, by doing that, you can just easily get all your low floors done. And then I like to do floors 30 through 35 on small dungeons. They don't take very long. I get 8 to 12k XP per one. Not a big deal with the prestige I have. Ooh. Alright. Getting close to 90. That's not going to be bad. Let's see. How much do I have left? I remember. So what I did is the XP goal is that's just however much XP I have until I get my next chaotic. And that's going to be my chaotic mall. That is it. So, another way that's going to really help you guys out is, what you're going to want to do is when you go through your floors, and the only reason I say that you want to do the low floors is you want to make absolutely sure that you have every single one of these checked off. And the reason for that is once, like even if you're at a low level, is once you have every single one of these checked off, then you simply go over and you hit this reset button right here, and that'll completely reset your floors so all of them will be checked. And the reason you want all of them checked off is, say I have all of them except floor 29. Okay. Then if I reset my progress and I have all but floor 29, I won't have like 44 out of 45 done, so it won't say previous progress 44. It'll just go back to previous progress 28 since I didn't have 29 done. So you see how that works is it just goes how many in a row you have from 1. So it's just completely stupid like that, but you have to get all your floors done. It can be kind of hectic at times, but it's definitely worth it, because say I have a floor 45 prestige, or floor 44 in example, since I just unlocked 45, I can't use that as an example. When I'm doing my complexity 1 rushes from 1 to 30, I'll start off getting about 250 XP per one, which isn't bad, and that kind of adds up until like floor 10. And then, so that's like 2.5k, not bad for like literally not even, that's a little over 10 minutes. And then, when I start getting to these ones, the abandoned ones, I'll start getting over 500 XP, and like when I get to the furnished to 30, I'll start getting over 800 to 1,000 XP per complexity 1 dungeon, and that won't even take me long just to go through it all, and that's just getting your 1 to 30 floors done. So I mean, by the time through that, you're probably getting about 15k XP, just an estimate. I'm not going to do any actual calculations at the moment. I'm too lazy. From 30, I'll do from 31 to 35, not 30 to 35. And the reason is just so I can get to these occult floors, so I can get my really fast engineering XP where I get like 80k a floor or something like that. For 1 through 45, if I do smalls and I have 44 prestige, then Then I'll be getting anywhere from 8 to 12k per small dungeon with a team of 5. That's really not bad at all. It's pretty good. And I'll always put it on difficulty 5, so that's one good thing to do. what is it? There's also, like, some other important things you might want to know is, oh yeah, just make sure you cooperate with your team. Sometimes you get people who, like I said earlier, who are just complete bitches in dungeoneering and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. In that case, don't rage quit. Try to work with them. If they rage quit, then there's nothing you can do, but that's really the best way to do it, because some people will die once and just fucking completely rage quit, and it's stupid. Over fucking, what, 2k XP loss, like when they're like halfway through a dungeon, more than halfway through? That's not cool. Like, it's not cool to your teammates, and you're, like, if they're really going to spend that much of their time, not even go through not even at least finish the dungeon and get their XP, especially if it's like a high level occult floor, they'll still get like 70 something K XP after one death. It's very possible. Then they're just fucking stupid. So I mean, it's really not that hard to do. There's times where I'll take 2 to even fucking 5 deaths for the team, and that's like if I absolutely need to. And like the lowest XP I've gotten for a high level floor was like 34k, and that's because I had like 7 deaths, which it still wasn't bad for thinking of how many times I died in there. And not only that, the dungeon didn't even take a full hour. I was just soloing a lot of Guardian Doors. So yeah, just besides that, just simply go in and get your team. Once you have your full team, you'll just simply run to, let me go back up here so I can show you. Once you have your full team, here, let me check. Okay, 11 minutes I've been talking. Alright, then you'll want to go over to the dungeon entrance. There's one on both sides. For the longest time, I thought there was only that one. No, not that one, the one I went to. You'll go to a floor, so say I'm going to 31. Then I'll go to choose the complexity, so complexity 6. And in this case, I'll choose large. And with multiple people, it'll ask if somebody wants to leave, what do you want it on for difficulty. You'll choose 5x5, and that's just because you'll get the most possible XP out of it. Sure, if somebody leaves, you can possibly get screwed over, and that's only if you get an emote room or you can't account for their levels. Usually it's low levels who leave anyway, so it's not a big deal. What is it? But by the time you get to the end of the dungeon, it's well worth it in the end, just to do complete full difficulty. You get all the floors you need if you host. If you host, you get the exact floor you need. What I like to do for the occult floor, so I'm not constantly forming parties and checking them, is I'll go to the notes over here and like, oh, this guy, he was for one of my RSMVs. This I just need to finish, so I have that in there. I'll put down the occult floors that I need to do still. And what I'll do is, like, after I finish one, then I'll cross it off. Like, I'll just simply right-click, delete. It just saves me a lot of time, so if I see someone's like, oh, I'm hosting floor 48 large, then I can do that. Like, that guy's hosting floor 43. I gotta pick my brothers up from school in, like, under an hour, so I'll probably won't do that. So, yeah, and that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, everybody, and go up to the top of the video and hit that little subscribe button for me. I'm going to be making a lot more videos from now on. And also, if you would like to leave a comment on what kind of future videos you guys would like to see, then feel free to check below. You can check out some of my RSMV stuff. I'm going to be starting a new one soon. And yeah, alright. See you guys next time. Bye.